the 100th anniversary is available. Hey, I'm Jonathan Sewell Sales at Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard in Enterprise, and I'm standing with my current Mazda inventory of 2020s, and we're going to talk about the status of 2020 inventory as well as the incoming 2021 inventory. But of course, before we jump into that, go ahead and click the subscribe down below this video, and that way you'll be in tune with me for all the behind the scenes and posts available, and maybe one day I'll jump in there and do a live, you never know. And as always, ding that bell so that you'll be updated first with all this new information, especially as we're talking more and more about 2020. What I meant to say there was, as we talk more about 2021s coming out soon, more information every day. And I haven't talked about this as much, but you may have noticed my neck gaiter, my new style here in the last several videos. Well, I hope that everybody's masking up, being safe. We were just informed today that our mandatory masks in Alabama are now extended through August, so everybody please be safe. And I wish you the best during this time, especially as school's starting around, and a lot of people are going back to school and being around other classmates and teachers. So teachers, you're the best. Let's get started on these vehicles. Okay, I want to outline all the information I have on these individual vehicle lines. Now, this is what I have left of Mazdas today. So, you know, do have some other vehicles coming in, which I'm thankful for. But you'll see a few gaps as we go through the line. I've sold out of CX-30s. We don't stock as many CX-3s since the CX-30s have come out. You know, we'll have a brief touch on CX-30, but the CX-3, I don't expect to really have many coming in, or I don't have any coming in right now and don't expect it, so I'll skip over that because I haven't looked at those specifically. But starting on this CX-9, now, well, before I jump into the CX-9, let me just say that we're very fortunate that we did have some secondary allocations of 2020 vehicles, and so we're still getting some of those in. Hopefully have some by the end of the week, some more CX-5s, and then we'll have had another secondary allocation that hopefully you'll see those vehicles next month. But as we continue talking down the line here, you'll see that most of your 2021s are still going to be about 2 months removed. So the CX-9, of course, is produced in Japan. So there's a little bit of a delay from the plant to here, of course, in ship and things like that. So right now, just put in an order, my second order for 2021 CX-9s. I, of course, talked about this on one of the last videos, I think the Carbon Edition. But I do have one of those Carbon Editions coming, and the build date on that is actually going to be on the Carbon Edition, because it was just ordered, is going to be in the beginnings of September. So I don't really expect it to be here until the end of October, maybe beginning of December. But there are some others that have been ordered, and they will be built the last week of August. And so we should see them middle to end of probably closer to the end of September. So that's the information on the CX-9. And as we slide down to the CX-5, so have these two CX-5, one Grand Touring, one Touring left. And the CX-5s, the 2020s, I do have some more coming in the next couple of months due to secondary allocation. However, the first run orders, non-Carbon Edition, but the first run orders on 2021s are that last week in August. They, of course, are Japan assembled. So they're going to be second half in probably of September because of the the time. And I don't know if customs is holding up some of these ships to unload or what, but that's always something we have to be mindful of as we continue in this coronavirus era. So the CX-5, we're going to have some more 2020s over the next couple of months, and then the 2021s will be coming in hopefully the end of September. And that carbon edition that I ordered, which I believe I ordered one turbo, one regular. I think the turbo is what took. So it will be here about the same time as the CX-9, the built in September, probably beginning, and I think I said December, but I actually meant November. I skipped a month there. So those will be beginning of November, hopefully. Mazda 6, made in Japan as well. And right now I don't have any on order. So I don't know exactly the build dates of those, but again, it's a Japan vehicle, so I'm assuming that it's going to be that first run is going to be the last week of next month or August. So we'll see those at the end of September. And the Mazda 3 now, the hatchback and the sedan, are actually made at MMVO in Mexico. So this is also where the CX-30, which I don't have one right now, I've got some 2020s coming. This is also where the CX-30 will be or is assembled. So the Mazda 3s and the CX-30 are actually being produced, the 2021s, the first week of August. So it's very possible, coming from Mexico, that they will be here by the end of August. So if you're looking for a 2021 Mazda 3 or CX-30, the end of next month is when they should start hitting. So contact your local dealer and get some information on that. And I do plan on having a video this next week on the changes, some more videos on the Mazda 3 and the CX-30. Because of course there's some big engine changes and some package content changes as well. So we'll go over those. The last thing I'll talk about this evening is the Mazda Miata. And these, of course, are 2020s, and they're Japan built. So right now we're still pushing out 2020 Mazda Miatas. So the 2021s are going to be several months from now. And if you'll remember, these 2020s actually didn't come out until this year, or they didn't actually start hitting dealerships until calendar 2020. So I expect the same on the Miata for 2021. Do remember that the 2020 is now being ordered. The 100th anniversary is available, and I believe, just from the information I have, that the Miata 100th anniversary is going to be the only 100th anniversary that we'll see in America, so in U.S. So some of the other European countries are seeing the other vehicles, the other 100th anniversary vehicles, and I'm still going to do a video on that as well. And I wish that I could get my hands on those, because they're really cool. At least to see that whole lineup that they've done some pictures of and stuff would be pretty awesome. So 2020, still ordering 2020 Miatas and still building them. So it's going to be a few months. So if you want a Miata, you've got some good rates on these, and 2020s are the new Miata. So take advantage of those. With some of the updates, of course, the new key and things like that. And then 2019 also, with the horsepower, backup camera, all those changes. So that's a quick look at the inventory that I have, and a little bit of information on the inventory that I have coming in. So again, slim pickings right now, probably at most all dealers, unless you're an extremely large market or high volume dealer. So just keep that in mind if you're going out and looking for anything specific. You may be having to go with a second or third choice on color or equipment, but you'll still for sure be guaranteed the great ride premium features of the Mazda. And I am Jonathan Sewell Sales here at Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard in Enterprise. If you have any specific questions about Mazda vehicles, the 2020s, or the timing of the 2021s, just give me a shout and drop it in the comments below. Of course, I always appreciate a like. It was a little bit windy today, so I hope that the audio comes over clear. And thanks for all your good comments and constructive criticism. I always appreciate it. So give me a holler if I left anything out. And as always, I make these videos because I want you to have all the information you need to make the best decision on your new vehicle. And if it was up to me, I just really can't wait to see you in a new Mazda.